je vous aimerai. Ma foi, je ne sais pas. Peut-être jamais.
Savage.
Peut-être demain. Mais pas aujourd'hui. C'est certain.
What's up, y'all? Good evening. Good evening. I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. It is currently 4:17 p.m. on November 5th, 2025. I hope everybody's doing well this evening. Oh, make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. I did plan on coming back in a little earlier, but they was just finishing up some things upstairs and it was noisy, so I didn't want to record them. But I'm back. We're going to see what some cards have to say here in a minute. But before we get started, let's just thank the Most High God for giving us the breath of life, allowing us to get through this day. No matter what your challenges are in life, stay prayed up, stay believing in God, the Most High God, or whatever your faith is, but a higher power. You feel me? I'm very, very grateful to be here with you guys back again. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We need each other right now. So let's... I'd like to thank everybody for tapping into the earlier upload, all the messages, all the comments underneath there. Keep them going. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hey, but thank you very, very much. All right. Like I said, I got something going on. I'm trying this different camera thing here because it's a lot easier to keep all my things connected until I find my multiple USB port, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Okay. But no, thank you very much. And how was everybody's day today? You know, like I said earlier, I'm gonna talk about this as much as I can because I feel like anybody that has any type of platform where you are online and people can see you, people can hear your voice, we need to discuss, or we at least need to acknowledge the fact that there's a lot of things going on in this world, and there are a lot of people that are in charge of the things that are going on in this world, and they need to start doing more to help people here. Okay. We have a long history in this country of the haves and the have-nots, and you know the scripture where the last will be first and the first will be the first will be last and the last will be first energy. There's still that spiritual power struggle going on here, and like I said before, and I've mentioned it plenty of other times, this is just the beginning. And so with any type of war, or any type of power struggle that goes on, it doesn't just end overnight. Shit, it didn't begin overnight either. You feel me? This is something that's been going on for decades upon decades, centuries upon centuries, eons upon eons. There's always some type of battle that has to occur so that good can overcome evil. And there are a lot of evil, demonic people in this world. I'm not talking about karmic, because we've all been karmic. I myself have definitely been a karmic. Okay? But all that means is that once you can acknowledge that, once you're self-aware of who you've been or who you are, you can always be different. You can always change. And that's what a lot of us have gone through. There's a difference between somebody saying nobody's perfect as opposed to a bitch that thinks they are perfect, that thinks they can do no wrong. And I'm bringing this up because, you know, generally speaking, y'all, I don't even go there with people who leave nasty comments underneath my videos or people who say certain things. But somebody mentioned me specifically and something that they had on their channel. So, you know, sometimes I'll go to, if you're a content creator, you know, when you go to, you know, your notifications, you can hit the mentions thing. And I did screenshot it. I was going to put it up there for everybody to see it, but it was kind of like whatever. But they said some really kind of offensive things. But then they, you know, it's one of these people who call themselves a psychic and call themselves an intuitive. And the things that came out of their mouth, it's not even true. Like, they made that shit up for real. So I just blocked the dumbass bitch and kept it moving. Y'all know me. Y'all know I will say what I need to say, especially when it becomes in defense to myself if I feel like it, or somebody that I care deeply about, or one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it's just so amazing to me how people can walk around every single day and be as nasty and rude as they want to be. People stand in this energy. I'm grown. I can say what I want to say. I'm a psychic. I can see who you are. But they don't even see who the fuck they truly are. That's the read, and that is the gag of the day. And so for me, I always have to consider the fact that I always like to stay in the lane of, or be in the mindset of, you never know what somebody's going through. You never know what kind of day they've had. You don't even know what kind of life they've had. And people are constantly trying to attack people within the collective. And I truly, and you know, once you back away from it and you laugh at somebody, or you get kind of like, hey, they got me, you know, kind of bent. There's a part of me that always feels badly for people that may be under some type of delusion, or, you know, whatever they got going on. A lot of things that people do are projections. However, there's a part of me that truly understands the fact that there are truly evil people on this planet. I understand that. You understand it. If you're new to this channel, we all understand it. There are truly evil people on this planet. And there is a power struggle going on in the spiritual realm. There has been, but there's really one going on now. Evil is pissed. Darkness is pissed because they're losing, or they're slated to lose, this power struggle. Imagine being a dark witch, or a dark warlock, or evil demonic being that, you know, represents him downstairs instead of the Most High up there. Imagine seeing what the future holds, because, you know, they have gifts just like we do. But imagine them seeing what the future holds and how they're going to lose. They're going to do whatever it takes to stay in power, or to maintain some sense of power in this world. God has given us all the tools necessary to overcome that. But they attack us where we're most vulnerable. And I feel like that's what's going on now. A lot of people, biblically speaking, who rose to power came from nothing. They were discarded by society. They were discarded by family, friends, religion, government. They were discarded. They were discounted. Nobody cared whether they lived or died. But they saw the goodness in these people. A lot of people did. They saw the light within these people. They saw what people were destined for, and they hated it. And a lot of times, some of the greatest heroes in this world come from nothing. They struggle. They overcome obstacles. A lot of people weren't born into greatness. They were just great before they came. Greatness is something I feel like a lot of us have to earn. We have to acknowledge that we are good enough and we're great enough for greatness. You feel me? Me personally speaking, that's always kind of been a struggle of mine. And so when people see that, you know, they can pick up on that and they will attack that. But I'm here to tell you today that, you know, you don't have to believe that hype. You don't have to believe what people say about you. Hell, you don't even have to read it. You don't have to respond to it. But there is a moment where we realize that people use their words as a form of witchcraft. People use their words as a form to end you, to eliminate you, or for maybe you to eliminate yourself. So I thought about it the other day, and I was like, you know, throughout the things that I've gone through in my life, the way that I've been attacked, the things that people have said about me, the lies that were told, there's a point where I realized back then, and then I even more realize today, how truly wounded some people are and how truly evil some people are. I have space in my heart for forgiveness for people. But if you are somebody who considers yourself chosen, an earth angel, things like that, if you consider yourself to be a person, a man or a woman of God, you understand that once you eliminate one demon, once you eliminate one evil demonic person, once you become a demon slayer, they come back harder. New levels, new devils. And a lot of us out there, which is why I posted what I posted a few weeks ago, don't be so hard on yourself, because, you know, that's why I wear this hat all the time. That's why I'm a Mario fanatic, because one thing that I realize about where we are now, call it a simulation, call it a game, call it whatever you like. But one thing that I always prided myself on when I would, you know, play Mario is I would come to a very hard course, a hard level, and I would lose. I lose all my lives, and I'm like, damn, I got to start all over again. But you know what? I may have started all over. I had to start all over again, or maybe had to start from the last level, but it was so easy, so quick for me to zoom through, to get to that last level, to defeat that boss. A lot of the bosses that we have to defeat are ourselves. Yeah, we overcome the fear, we overcome the obstacles, we overcome the feelings of inadequacy, we overcome the things that people have said to us, and it doesn't even matter. You zone and you get there because you know that you have a boss to eliminate. And again, I will repeat, we can't blame everything on everybody else. A lot of the things that people do to us or have gotten away with, when they come against us, is because truly we were naive and we didn't know any better, or we let our feelings get in the way, or we convinced ourselves that maybe things would be different with this person, whether it's romantic, family, friends, whomever. But we know better because we've lost. We understand how we lost, and we understand how we don't ever want that to happen again. And that scares people because then we become more self-aware while they're too busy trying to make themselves aware of who we are instead of working on themselves. But then you also do have the evil beings on this planet that are just here to create havoc, create chaos agents, as we like to say. People that are sent here to destroy us. Confirmation, like the movie The Terminator. If you haven't watched it, it's a pretty old movie. Go check it out. You'll see what I'm saying. And so today, as the sign says back there, what you think about me doesn't really matter. It's none of my business. And what people have to say about you is none of your business either. Now, sometimes people make it your business, but then you have to make it your business to figure out how you're going to respond if you shall choose. And if you do, I'm not against that. Sometimes you got to let a bitch know where you stand and who you are. Sometimes people just want the energy exchange. Sometimes people just want a little bit clout off of whatever you built for yourself. And you don't even have to give it to them. It infuriates them. You know what I'm saying? We know this. So I heard a word earlier. All right. So I'm going to share this with you. So a lot of us have been on the receiving end of attacks from very evil friends, lovers, family members, even perfect strangers. Any of us any of us out there that have been gang stalked, we understand what this is. We understand what it looks like. And we understand the forms that it comes in. If you don't know what that is, look it up. There's a lot of great videos about it. If you cycle through some of mine, I'm going to start trying to label my videos a little bit better so we can reference certain things, or so that I can. But I heard every single person that came against you just because they couldn't are going to find out that they really couldn't. You hear me? Every single person that came against you because they feel like they could are soon going to realize that they actually couldn't. You're the bait. We always have been. And I know sometimes it hurts. And I know sometimes we take ourselves down with these people. I understand. Sometimes you do get into a mindset of, why is this happening to me? I wish people would just leave me alone. But a lot of us are out here so that we can either be the catalyst for the change that people need, or so that the Most High God can see that people actually don't care and that they will never change. You are the bait. And so I will continue to say, stay prayed up, do whatever kind of protection rituals you have to do. I don't like to tell people what to do or how to manage their spirituality, but I am here to tell you, from one good person to another, from one empathetic person to another, from one alien or earth angel or starseed or chosen one to another, people that have come against you will figure out that they shouldn't have, or that they actually couldn't. It's kind of like people thinking that they got away with something when they almost got away with it, then that's when it happens. The same thing, the same way good things will happen for us if you just hold on and do the work. And I'm not here to preach to you like I know everything or that I'm on top of the world right now, but what I am is somebody who understands the process. I get it. And so if you're out there today and you're feeling a little down about your journey, things aren't quite working out for you, you may feel like giving up, you may feel like walking away, don't. Don't. Because the biggest defense against these attackers is to show them how strong you are and how bad of a motherfucker you are. They only come after you because they see your light and they see your strength. You feel me? I'll be back with a reading here in just a few moments. Give me a second. All right, y'all. It's 4:55 p.m. on November 5th, 2025. It is 50 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny here. It's chilly, but whatever. Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. I greatly appreciate you. So, before I came back to read some cards here, I pulled an Archangel Michael oracle card. So before we get started, Archangel Michael, please clear out and protect the energy for this reading so I get a clear and concise message to the collective. I'd like to ask that all evil eyes go blind and all ear hustling demons go deaf. Okay? So this card says make a commitment. And the prayer is, Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. All right, so that's what it says. Very, very important card, I feel, for me, for a lot of y'all out there as well. Sometimes the world will make you feel like you can't face your commitments, or you can't, truly perform to your divine purpose, but that's just the enemy attacking you. You feel me? So let's see what we got going on here. I was told to grab the What's the Tea Oracle cards, and I'm picking up on an energy of someone, a single individual here, or maybe just a group of people, but I'm kind of picking up on one person here. So Holy Spirit, can you please guide me in this reading? Let me know who we're talking about here. I keep hearing Tatiana Ali. She played Ashley Banks on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She's also played in some other things, but Tatiana Ali is what I'm hearing. So that could be significant. Ashley Banks could be significant. Bel-Air, California could be significant. I have no idea. Well, that could be significant. I have no idea where she's from, where she lives now. But yeah, so anyway. So let's see. I'm going to cut these cards here. Don't be fooled by songs and dances of people as well. I mentioned earlier that, excuse me here. I mentioned earlier that, the things that people have done will come back on them. You feel me? So there could actually be a round of karma going on here. And we are in the retrograde. I did not know that. But when are we not in a retrograde? I'm not an astrologer, but I do kind of understand the concepts of that. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes bad decisions. People get in their feelings and do and say certain things. I've done it before in the past. But there's something about a person's intentions, about how they choose to move forward with you, how they choose to right the wrongs. Sometimes we can be a little hard on people. Facts. But there's a level of grace that I feel like is important for us to have for people, just like when we made mistakes, or just like when we said the wrong thing or did the wrong thing. There's a level of grace that we should give people. And I know some of y'all out there like that, I ain't giving nobody no grace. Well, that's something between you and God. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I'm hearing. All right. So tell me about this individual here. We're going to get a few cards out. There's one more. Somebody's thinking about something. We have reflecting here. Could be you, could be them. Can I get one more, please? Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right, so let's see. We have reflecting. All right, so we have reflecting, fake flexing, and a spiritual hater. I knew this was going to come out for some reason. I really did. So we have somebody that's thinking this could be you, could be them. We're also got some fake flexing going on here. Acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, show off, etc. And this is a spiritual hater, someone that hates on your spirituality, light, and magic power. Now, based upon the fact that somebody could also be in Aries as well, but based upon the fact that we're picking up on the energy, or I am picking up on the energy of a person, it works both ways. Take it at Red Nate. Somebody's definitely reflecting or thinking about something, confirmation, or has been thinking about something. I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to use here. Well, if it ain't, bro, let's use these ones, all right? We're going to give these here a quick shuffle. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. So we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. Gemini energy. Or this could be someone that you used to have some type of love relationship with. The Two of Cups will represent like a partnership, but this is some twin flame soulmate energy, or somebody could be a Gemini. But then 9 times out of 10, we know how this goes. This is somebody that you had some type of connection with, okay? Could be even a best friend, doesn't matter, family member. But some type of twin flame soulmate connection. And as I like to just keep in mind, a twin flame doesn't always have to be a romantic interest. Confirmation on that, okay? So let's see, reflecting. Reflecting. Tell me about reflecting, please. Holy Spirit, tell me about reflecting. Thank you. 3 of Pentacles. They're thinking about how you in the reverse. 3 of Pentacles talks about collaboration, working together. They're thinking about how you and them are no longer in some type of collaboration or working relationship here. Yeah. The Death in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. They don't want it to end. Also Scorpio energy. Happy birthday, Scorpios. They're thinking about how you all are no longer in some type of collaboration. You're not working together, not in some type of relationship here. All right. Fake flexing. The Fool. Aries energy, as I said. Aries energy could just be somebody taking charge, okay? Let me get another card, because what I'm kind of picking up on here is that somebody's fake flexing. They're acting rich, flossing money, acting fancy. This person wants a new start. Wants to start over. Excuse me. Or it could be acting very kind of innocent, or making it seem like everything is innocent. Let me get the Fool. Thank you, Holy Spirit. 7 of Swords in the reverse. Hey. One more. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so whoever this person is going to pop back up. If not pop back up, they could already be in your energy. Popping back up could be significant for someone out there. But the reason why I said pop back up is because they want a new start with the Fool here. They could also be taking a risk, or want you to take a risk based upon what they seem to have. So if somebody rolls up on you like in a Rolls Royce, like, where you been, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. It's all because they're wanting a new start. They're taking a risk here. Now, excuse me. With the 7 of Swords in the reverse, with this following the Fool, I'm picking up on the fact that somebody is going to admit to doing some wrongdoings here. They're going to maybe hold themselves accountable for maybe how they treated you. Now, the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, again, tells me that you either don't want to be, you're not willing to give and take with this person, or this person could come back saying that, that they're holding themselves accountable for not, giving and receiving with you in an equal manner, because the 6 of Pentacles and upright can mean something is very evenly yoked, or there's an equal give and take here. Okay. Again, Death in the reverse, heavy Scorpio energy. Somebody does not want this to end. Somebody wants to come back into your energy, but be careful, because there's something here, because they're also very much a spiritual hater. Okay. Let me get one more following the 6 of Pentacles, please. Excuse me. Chariot in the reverse. Cancer energy. One more for the Chariot in the reverse, please. One more. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Breadcrumbing you. With the Knight of Cups here. Somebody's very immature. Somebody has not thought something all the way through. Somebody's actually kind of, I'm picking up, could also be rushing you as well. Now, the Chariot in the reverse can talk about something not being successful. It could also talk about not moving forward with something. This Two of Swords following that in the reverse is telling me that somebody's making a decision to possibly stop something from happening. So you could have a lot going on in your life right now. You could be moving forward with something. You could be starting a brand new life. But somebody's making a decision with the Two of Swords in the reverse. I personally feel like with this this Chariot in the reverse, somebody's trying to stop something here. Somebody's making a choice. They're trying to stop you from doing something. Hell, they could even be trying to stop themselves from doing something, or try to stop something from moving forward is what I keep hearing. They're making a decision to come in and love bomb you, okay? They really are, to breadcrumb you and love bomb you. So whoever you are, you probably are some hot shit here. We'll get a little bit more on that. What is this? We got the Ten of Wands in the reverse. One more. Falling under fake flexing though, this is somebody that you do need to watch out for. This is somebody that's coming in on bullshit to lie, okay? Judgment in the reverse. With the Eight of Swords in the reverse at the bottom right there. Ten of Pentacles, again, right under reverse, falling under fake flexing. And somebody's trying to get out of a really bad money situation. There's a reason why they want to come into your energy. You could be somebody that ain't got a whole bunch of money. You could be somebody that ain't got a whole lot of anything. But we know how this works, especially with this spiritual hater here. There was something about this person being with you with this Three of Pentacles in the reverse. That's just why they're thinking about it. That maybe brought them a lot of fortune. This would be an energy vampire. Okay, this would be somebody that used your energy to gain. We know how that works, right? You're somebody's magic rabbit's foot. Their four-leaf clover, their lucky charm kind of energy. Tell me about this spiritual hater. Now, I know it says hates on your spirituality, your light, your magic, your power, and that could be the case as well. But what I'm picking up from this spiritual hater is exactly like I just said. This is somebody that doesn't really like your shine, but benefits from it. Spiritual hater in the reverse. Oh, not spiritual hater in the reverse. Five of Swords in the reverse. Let me get one more. Nope. Ace of Swords. Listen, Three of Cups in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse. There's somebody else that's involved. And then we go again with that Ten of Pentacles here. Now, this could be, no. I was going to say there could be some type of family element behind it, but look at the Six of Wands in the reverse falling after the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse as well. There's too many threes out here. So there's definitely another person that's involved. This other person could be your spiritual hater. This person could have been involved with the spiritual hater, or this person is just a person that wants to be with you because of your light, your shine. They benefit off of your energy, but they still deal with other people. And Spirit says that's the motherfucking truth. Now with the Five of Swords in the reverse, this means that this person is losing. Okay, this person is losing. Okay, so you know how, okay, so like if you can't beat them, join them. Whoever this person is somebody that you used to deal with, and they have been out of a lot of, whether it's money, business opportunities, financial gain, because there's this Ten of Pentacles coming out again in the reverse, especially with this fake flexing. This person is not doing financially well without you. So I don't know who you are. If this sounds familiar, drop it in the comment section or drop it in the chat. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of you all that can probably deal with, understand what's going on here. But this Three of Cups in the reverse tells me that this person definitely has a lot going on, or maybe y'all not friends no more. Maybe they've been dealing with somebody that was one of your friends as well, is what I just heard. Especially with the Three of Swords here. This Three of Cups in the reverse, Three of Swords. This person was dealing with somebody that you knew or was a friend of yours, or kept you in a lot of third parties. But this spiritual hater tells me that you, them, and that motherfucker probably hate your guts. There's a third person involved. Tell me about this third person, please. We're going to use the, what's the T for this. Make sure you hit that like button. share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. It was 510, 1510, and it's 510 now. So let's see. That could be significant. Somebody could be a Taurus. Let me get one more. Three of Swords. Tell me about this spiritual hater. Three of Swords, Three of Cups in the reverse. And if this is not somebody that you know, this is somebody that they've been dealing with or that they still do deal with. But this Three of Cups in the reverse is telling me that this might be somebody that you used to know. All right. Give me one, please. Thank you, Spirit. Listen. Now, this Three of Cups in the reverse can also represent partying, bad habits, drugs, alcoholism. You see that? You see this. You see this. And look at girl fights right behind that. Whether you're a girl or a guy, doesn't matter. There's also could be somebody here that's also has caught a case. But I'm telling you here, with this girl fight, arguments, physical fight, competing, somebody is dealing with your spiritual hater. Now, you may not even know this person. So you know how this can go. You can be in a relationship with somebody and they got a whole other somebody you don't know shit about. And this person hates your guts, doing magic on you, hates your light, hates your magic, hates your spirituality. But I'm kind of picking up that this person is realizing that dealing with this other person is not getting them anywhere. You feel me? Now, I am picking up that there's probably like a really strong karmic connection with you and this person, especially with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck in the reverse, but also with this person too. There's something very kind of, and I just heard sinister about whatever these two have going on as it pertains to you. This person could also be telling this person too, I'm going to deal with this person because, you know, our luck is bad. You know, they do that kind of shit, you guys. We already know this. Let me get another deck out here so I can get a final message so I can upload this and maybe come back tonight for another one. Let's see. We got Alice in Wonderland sitting here. Let's use this, all right, for a final message. So, yeah, somebody's really kind of sitting around contemplating. They're reflecting, thinking about what it would be like to be with you again. What it's been like not working with you, not being in a collaboration with you. But I'm telling you, with all these threes out here, we can't negate the third party aspect of this, all right? Let's get a final message out here for the collective. Happy supermoon again. You can get out there tonight. Take a picture, set some water out there, set your crystals out there. Or just acknowledge that the moon is there because it's going to be a big one. You feel me? Thank you again to all my Soul Tribe family members that are back on the Savage channel supporting this. I got to get a new, I'm working on a new intro. And I'm also working on, you see that orb? I'm working on the, a new logo to put somewhere. So I'm trying to work on that. So give me a couple of days here. I'm telling you guys, Three of Swords in the reverse. Now this could be listen, the Magician in the reverse too. Somebody coming in to manipulate you. They're going to tell you, listen, the Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords, they release themselves from some type of the Devil in the reverse as well. This Three of Swords here with the Magician in the reverse tells me that this person is going to come back in. I'm telling you, they're gonna hold themselves accountable for maybe how they treated you with this Seven of Swords in the reverse. They're going to come back in wanting a new start, or they could be, like I said, they're going to take a risk here. But it is all about them not being able to gain. There's something very magical about your energy. There's something very significant about who you are. And mind you, Pentacles don't always represent money and things. Pentacles can also represent spiritual energy, spiritual wealth. Okay, whoever you are, you're very spiritually abundant, and this person knows that, and so does this spiritual hater. Whoever this spiritual hater is this a sick bitch? Hate to say it like that, but that's what's coming out here. And I'm telling you, sexual infections, sexual disease, or rash. Listen, this person hates you. Look at that girl fight. I'm telling you, somebody's in competition with you, and this person, whoever this spiritual hater is, has a really bad habit of using drugs, addictions. They're toxic, but this is something addiction related, or both of them could be. I don't know, but there's a spiritual hater here involved. This person, I'm telling you, has broken off with this person. But there's something very toxic about these two together, okay? Let me get a final message here for the collective. 2 more, please. Holy Spirit, 2 more. Thank you, sis. Again, Magician coming out in reverse with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And the Lovers in the reverse. What did I say? Pa, 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 pa. The Lovers in the reverse. This person with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Toxic, slutty ass witch bitch. Like I said. Okay? With the Magician out here, definitely a witch bitch. A spiritual hater. So somebody that's definitely doing some type of witchcraft on you. And the 2 of Cups in the reverse. This person has broken up with this person. And they're coming back your way. That is it. Listen, that's the decision that they made. King of Cups in the reverse, Page of Cups. I cannot make this shit up. This person has already made a decision. King of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody. It could be older. Ain't really got to be. Could be a water sign. Ain't really got to be either. Okay. But the King of Cups in the reverse is somebody very emotionally unintelligent. This is somebody that will come in and swindle you. That's a con. That's emotional. That does like emotional blackmail. Love bombs on you. To pop up on you to offer you some type of apology, new beginning, some type of proposal. But this is a pop-up on your ass. Okay? Listen, with the Knight of Wands too. Knight of Wands. Is that the King of Wands? No, that's the Knight of Wands. So this is a person that's coming in that thinks that they're going to be able to use their male je ne sais quoi. Coming in to use that wand. This is somebody obviously maybe very attractive. Could be younger than you. I don't know. But this is somebody that has a lot of sexual energy that's going to come in and try to woo you. So Spirit wants you to know, do we want some location energy? Why the hell not? All right. 222 on the clock as I say that. So yeah, we're going to pull some location energy. Let's get 3 cards out here. All right. Can I get 3 cards here for the collective energy for the final message here? Dubai could be significant, so could Hawaii, or you guys have been there before, or some of that makes sense to one of y'all out there, okay? Let's get 1 more, please. Thank you. All right. We got Montana. We got New York. And we got Rhode Island. Also have Africa here with Delaware on the other end. So take it as it resonates. Montana, New York, and Rhode Island. All right. Is there anything else? I'm going to close out this message, but before I leave out, I would like to extend my condolences and my prayers to the people that suffered that plane crash in Louisville, or anybody that was in the area. That was hugely devastating to see that. It's just, you know, you guys know what I'm saying. It's just, I'm getting God bumps. I just really feel badly about the horrible things that are happening in this world. Yeah. So my heart and prayers go out to the families and friends, people that were affected by that and that didn't survive that. And anywhere else that anything is going on. You could turn on the news and see a lot of horrible things going on in this world. But this is, we kind of know what this is. So this is the reason why we have to stay prayed up, be very mindful, use a lot of discernment at this time, and be nice to yourself and be nice to other people. You feel me? With that being said, I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Remember, you grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. It's always love and light around this bitch. As always, take it easy. I love you to the moon and back. Deuces.